Trees are the heart of Britain's landscape. From majestic trees and fields and hedgerows, to copses in the rolling downs, to ancient hunting forests, such as Sherwood, the New Forest and the Forest of Dean. How can Britain have forgotten forests? Seen from the air, a train or the road, trees seem to be everywhere. Even so, Britain is the second least wooded country in Europe. Britain was once almost entirely covered with trees. By the early 20th century, however, just 4% of Britain was wooded. Today, after nearly a century of tree planting, woodland cover in Britain has reached 12%. With the loss of trees came a gulf in people's connection with them. We have forgotten how important trees are to us. We can't afford the luxury of planting more trees merely for the sake of greening the landscape. Trees need to work for us while we protect them and make sure that they support wildlife. We've forgotten the importance of working with nature and how this can be done while supporting rural economies. We use a great deal of timber in Britain. It's our 6th largest import. In terms of hardwoods alone, we import 1 million tonnes a year. But we seem to have forgotten that this timber comes from trees. Yes, it is sad when a tree is felled, but if it has been grown in a well-managed forest, then we should not object, but celebrate its gifts. It is better to use homegrown timber than to import timber cut from someone else's forests, perhaps thousands of miles away. It's a shocking fact that we don't know much about our woodlands. We don't know who owns many of them, and so it's difficult to work with the owners towards common goals, such as improving their condition or producing materials. Even worse, a large number of them are potentially unmanaged. Some would say that these woodlands are forgotten and moribund. In England alone, some 649,000 hectares of forests are without management plans. If, like me, you find this hard to visualise, it's equivalent to a 5-mile wide wall of trees stretching over 450 miles long. This would run the entire length of England, from Truro to Newcastle. Woodlands in Scotland and Wales are much the same condition. We've forgotten, or take for granted, how important trees are to our lives. We've forgotten the importance of managing our woodlands for the wildlife that we cherish. We've forgotten the importance of economics in woodland management and creation. We have a large number of woodlands in this country that are forgotten or moribund. Woodland owners need our support and encouragement. The Sylva Foundation is a tree and forestry charity working to ensure that Britain's woodlands thrive economically and environmentally for the benefit of everyone. It works to support woodland owners in managing their woodlands, for wildlife, for people, for timber. It supports the production of homegrown timber, aiming to reduce the reliance on imports. It also aims to bring people closer to growing trees for wood. Woodlands can help us meet challenging times ahead in managing carbon and producing sustainable materials, and they will be important in helping us and wildlife cope with climate change. They will help protect and provide for mankind long after my life has passed, and yours. Let's make sure they're not forgotten.